in my brain. I will never forget that moment that the desk touched upon.
Okay, love this, right? Xipto on defense, we got FlyQuest on attack. On defense, no Sentinel's going to be interesting. How many times do they just go aggro B?
And as Ender mentioned, both walls
yeah, she can do it all.
Both these squads are lacking those flashes, the pop flashes that we generally see coming out from KO. So we'll see how both teams kind of
okay, so pressure over to...
They're going to want to get real up and close and personal up against those walls. And a lot
oh, interesting. Okay, pressure over towards A and they insert one over towards A. And they take B control. They're just owning map control right now. What a shot. Through the Prowler.
But Xipto are no slouches. They're dangerous as a team, and they could certainly punish, and they have punished a good few.
This is a good instant re-clear. Problem is 12 HP.
Camus is already out of this, but Alexi has answered back. So we do have at least a 4v4, but it's just high priority towards looking like it's just funneling straight towards A.
A lot of trades coming back and
forth. Oh no, the jump spot's incredible.
Holy. The slide coming out from Dodonut that should
shots.
secure the site, and Alexi was so low, gets cleaned up here by Sonder, and it just comes down to Shirazi. Not gonna be enough. That was good utility and a good response.
It was a good pistol in general, right? They were everywhere. A control, B control, all the middle. Had everything.
Shot coming out here from Eve, finishing it off with 3 clean kills to boot as well. What a start here coming out for FlyQuest.
And I think it somewhat sets the tone, doesn't it, Christine? It's going to be one of those where we see this composition coming in, we see the Phoenix, we're seeing the Neon. It's good to see that confidence building early. But it is about confidence, though. You're going to pick an agent like this, like your Phoenix coming out early. You want to be brawling, you want to be feeling.
Lose the pistol, Bucky Marshall on defense. Wait, we got rid of the Bucky.
And Sonder, not quite yet sondering time, but soon to be a little bit of a.
And they got the bait set up over towards B. Jet dashes away, Astra in the corner.
Taking the entire map in, pick up as many.
A control again, pick up the orb, and then late re-clear.
Keep it a good watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
The other side.
So
they just want to do
it's still nice from Xipto.
Talk about sondering time pretty soon. I think by the bonus, they're gonna have that Phoenix ultimate online. Sonder, I'm sure, is even gonna get the spike.
Ah, dude, I hate the crouching thing that you do with the slide. It's so dumb that you can slide and change your hitbox.
Yeah, I think the vision here for FlyQuest, yeah, they could have. They definitely could have.
It's hard enough to kill someone sliding when they have the same hitbox. How have we allowed it to be able to go different heights? It's so dumb. Okay, a bit of a miss wall, but it at least blocks the bottom as well. Actually, I'm not even sure you can ever block that with that wall, to be fair.
Anything they can get out of this is great, but again, if you're looking at it from FlyQuest, they just want to farm orbs, and they now have 3 new targets to do that from. Already Dodo not going to find. Well, it looks like almost all of them in the final.
Yeah, let the Phoenix farm. Let the Phoenix farm. And the Phoenix got both of the A orbs as well. So even though the Phoenix isn't fragging out too heavy, it's ult that comes online maybe in this round if they get a plant and orb.
Beautiful work done on the objective control. I would have liked to see Sonder loosen up a little bit and demand to get those.
How do you do it? Yeah, you just spam crouch. But on your screen, you're the same height. So it doesn't change your accuracy or anything. But it changes the slide. Hey, look. Okay, what do we... Okay, I like this though. They realize that they're just farming orbs over towards A and they do a 4-person hold of this. Oh no, no one shot the recon.
So risky on a bonus. Fortunately, Camu is in the back lines and has taken away the 2 players who are almost trading that out effectively.
Not bad.
They're doubling down. The Prowler does catch.
Yeah, that's a spike.
That's good information, and the spike being where it is keeps
massive
it
duel.
under control. The flex, though, coming out from Starbound, taking the space by Art. Now they're somewhat trapped here. They're cornered themselves.
Oh, just shot it before they saw the third. How many
here.
stars does Astra have? Because this is kind of doable. 2 stars? Yeah, so as long as they just hold map control, Astra realizes they're locked in. The Prowler might let them know. And then we're just going to see what stun, suck into swing. Maybe shock off the stun or the suck.
With that clock ticking, that internal marker notes it. Camu, great work on Starbound, but it's not the only player. There's still one more on that back line. That's the problem. And I think they've noted it. Yeah, Thea just gave away the game, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, what a weird round.
Turn of attention, but Thea finds it. Good trade out from Alexi. Now down to Thea, can't make it count.
No matter what,
we're talking
FlyQuest will be pretty happy with the damage done. I still like the idea from Xipto, right? They don't want to let the Phoenix farm all these orbs.
indeed. For Xipto,
That'll be
things
real.
got a little
Infevar,
dicey when
thank
they
you
had to
again with
place
24
themselves
months.
in those
Appreciate the tier 1.
close-range battles when you're up against those stingers, but either way, they're able to stabilize.
Yeah, no, it was a good bonus, but I also like the fact that they're fighting for A early.
2 Guardians coming out with a little bit of half armor thing.
And with that, it might have changed the call here to go and get the B orb. Wait, is the Jet just going to duel this, or is Jet hiding?
Technically, they could get both here. Donut one off, and of course Sonder. So this is where it gets scary. So Alexi,
Wait, doesn't get the orb.
4-5 stuck together from Fly.
Oh my god.
I mean, Alexi might be screwed here. Does actually get ignored somewhat for now. Can
Wait,
they get
that's
some damage?
disgusting.
Razi's already gone down. Sonder's opened the site, but they didn't count on Alexi. That was 2 quick kills.
Still turned out
And
alright.
Xipto
Phoenix got
are out
ult.
of
If
this
Phoenix can get
round.
back a
Yeah,
sight.
the pace is there. Yeah, the pressure's there. But another factor that's
Still
there
no plant.
is Sonder's ult. Does she decide to burn this?
Okay, still no plant. They're going to have to Phoenix ult to make space to plant.
Wants to clear towards lane, dealt with. Looking for the follow-up, Starbound follows in. Tara on the trade, and we're down to a 2v2.
Yeah,
But no
huge
signs for a plant
2v2 of
just
money,
yet.
by the way.
Spike back in hand,
Can't
and the
buy,
final
can't buy.
rotation from
3 on
Canyon
each. We're at
coming
team
over.
rate. 4
Fires
over
short,
here.
that's a risky.
That
Ooh,
is
it's far away,
lunacy.
but a beautiful punish to get a double kill there to equalize, and that is huge. 2 weapons once again saved to go over to the next
weird decision
round.
on this one.
Man, you know, if FlyQuest, if Sonder just waited for that trip to go off before proccing that ultimate, maybe tap the spike.
They didn't even like,
play with
you know, when you're
the
turning into a smoke, you want to
encourage
look away and
Xipto to
look in. They
actually
didn't even
go
do
past
that. It was like
barrier
gun
and
poking
really
for a little
place
bit.
themselves in a checkmate position, but either way, decent response.
Yeah,
from
look at that.
Fly,
I mean, that's
but
easy,
Xipto
right?
Are able to close it out there.
Oh,
Oh wow!
damn.
That's the energy.
Yeah, damn.
After my job, she's selling it. All right, I'm in. Operator is out super early, up against the Sheriffs as well. We do have Donut with the ult as something to keep in mind. If that opportunity beckons, it can be invested. That's
Shot.
a belter from Sonder.
Yeah.
Already, this art pressure
Okay, it gets a little
has
bit
been
weird now.
going
Gun down.
FlyQuest's way. They've got this one
You
worked
got a
out
heavy
so
hold
well.
over
There's Cammy on
towards
the other
that.
side, a
And you
tricky
know they might
position,
group
easy to
onto
be
that.
overwhelmed here, and the shots aren't clean enough. It's such a big opportunity for a punish. There's the ult, and there's the follow-up from
Uh-oh,
Dodo.
5 HP?
Already a 3v3. Shirazi, 5
Ah,
HP.
beast.
But
That's
what
such a
are you meant to
huge
do
kill.
against that little shorty.
Yeah, that pinch was
5
incredible.
HP getting
Now,
that.
they
Dude,
have
we've
to
left
look
the
at
spike in
for it.
spawn.
It's down. Alexis just spotted
Dude's
it.
like, what
I'll
the
take
hell
it.
is going on?
Yeah, it's the deja vu once again. Spike down, defenders right on top of it, but this time both attackers are grouped.
Still got the utility as well. Didn't go for it, just hoping that no one had explored that far, that maybe it hadn't been seen. They had the full
You gotta
Sova
fake
kit.
smoke
They
that.
wanted to be extra sure.
Fake smoke, real smoke?
Now down to Thea in a 1v2. It's gonna be clutch, and it's so difficult. Xipto are in the game.
They kind of messed up a little bit for
now,
FlyQuest with the
waking up
spike here. The
3
Astra
big
wanted to
rounds now,
take it, but the
consecutive,
Astra was like
looking
solo.
Great info coming out across the board for the defenders. You saw Alexi start the round towards that A main, and as soon as that information came across that a B hit was in tow, she pushed out, got all the space, got rewarded by finding the spike down towards that spawn. And that's twice now that FlyQuest Red finds themselves with the map control, able to place themselves
The Jet,
in the post, but
I
just
think the
unable
Jet
to
is
get that
literally
spike
just a
down.
fight over towards
And
long
we
B.
do now see the tactical timeout, right? It's an early enough warning sign.
Like
The
Jet
first
means you can
couple of
fight a little
pistols,
bit over
right,
towards
that's
long
great.
B.
Get a
It
pistol,
should be
get
pretty
on
good
your
for
side,
the
cool, you like that, that's a good
XX as
feeling.
well.
But once you get to those gun rounds, if you start losing out, which they have been, that's 3 now pretty much back to back. I mean, there was the Sheriff round just now, but still, it's not what you want to be seeing, right? If this is your timeout as well, what have you noticed early on? Maybe if you're not
Then
looking
they'll
at
just
from
have
either
someone
team's
to carry the
perspective, but
spike.
maybe some
But they got a little bit
tendencies
caught
you
away,
noticed
right? So
that you could be looking at adjusting going forward into the next couple
so they
of
did
rounds.
a 1-4. Did a 1-4 and then the 4 killed Art, and then the 4 pivoted over towards Door. But then they insta-pounced on these guys, lost 2, and then the other 2 were pushing here, and the 1 kind of needed to take the spike, but was also focusing on pinching on sight. So it wasn't the worst thing ever, but someone in the 4 probably, after getting that pick, knowing that they're going to go Door, needs to get the spike. But they were trying to capitalize on the fact that they've killed the person in Art, and that the rotate should be going over towards Art to protect the gun, that this should be open. You're imagining the map, hopefully, in your head. You're randomly drawing. Okay, no matter what, money's still pretty low with these. These have been some close rounds. Sova ult, Astra ult. Most people with the Astra ult, you're either doing this, or you're doing like this.
Looking like another build towards the ults. It's going to be Sonder with the priority to work. 2 away. that Phoenix ult, and actually just going to leave Dodo up.
Definitely got to keep an eye on the Astra, right? The Astra on defense gets an ult. It's an easier retake.
As well, that slow space take here. But Xipto
Jack, you see this camera that was used first rounds? Like this camera is huge. Just being able to see over towards Art if someone goes aggro. That's a savior kill with the ult, because that was going to be a trade. Okay, big 3v3. They don't plant. Yeah, they get no sound over towards here as well, so they're walking towards B. As we can see, it's incredible. But at one point, they got to think, no plant. Like, have we messed up here? They got to get info at one point here. They got to just eke out.
To feel comfortable, and you can see that she's starting to make her way back. Yeah.
Okay, they got to be really careful here because the Astra's one away. Can't be giving the Astra a kill. But I think they're going to give Astra the kill. They're at least going to play on site.
Okay, the only factor could be Dodo. A little bit deeper on the angle. Shirazi had no idea, but Shirazi did find Thea, so it was a trade out. Going to smoke off the dart, and Alexi gets to keep their life. Moving closer, Neri then going to start clearing close. Try and find these two players on the other side. Still good util on a Neri.
Good plant from all positions.
Gonna have the smoke going in, the wall going out. Back of the site's clear. Starting process of elimination. They're starting to read into this post plant here. Dodona forced off the angle, 16 HP. A quick little check by the Neris. Quick
nicely done. Huge kills
from Xipto. Lovely work coming right back around.
And it was that process
they look good in these situations, though.
That you were talking about, Lauren. As soon as that neon wall comes out, they already heard that jet smoke sound cue coming through to cover that dart. So both players from Fly knew exactly where the retake was going to be coming, but either way, Xipto, they are not missing a beat. That slide creating that crosshair displacer was just too much for Fly. Another post-plant loss for FlyQuest Red on the attack here.
And a lot of the priority in our discussions and even the analyst desk, when you're looking at obviously this composition, it makes sense. When you've got the Phoenix in here, the Neons and everything else.
They have so many ults
but you're
now.
looking at the ults right now. Xipto has almost all of them. Obviously, Alexi invested theirs just a moment ago. But this is another big round for them. It could be almost a slam dunk. They have that one snowball round now in pocket. So what do they want to do? I don't think this got checked on last time. This push up from the Neon, they absolutely had no idea. Thea walks into her death. Good trade from Starbound, but you're looking at Tara as being the follow-up. Not gonna fall for it. Tara!
Damn, what a round. What a round.
Again, Sonda the only one.
3 kills and killed the Phoenix ult as well, right?
But again, you're looking at this. This was Sheriffs. This was them trying to clutch in towards something, but we're gonna need some sondering time now.
You're gonna need a lot more than that. All 3 defenders are doing a fantastic job not creating any gaps. Everyone has each other's backs, and Saunders too nervous to even reload right now. No clue how close the defenders are. Only 2 bullets in the chamber. She's got to make these count. That was close.
Now what?
Sonda.
42 seconds left on the clock. She's got plenty of time to play with.
Oh, the discipline.
They're lovely.
What you were talking about
Henry's getting a lot of important
jewels.
jewels.
Giving Sonda an inch. There was no free kill. Nothing that they could have really gotten away with. So Sonda made a go of it, but still they keep 4 of those ults in their pocket. Didn't have to invest 1. And it feels repetitive from FlyQuest now. We've been seeing this pressure through Arc consecutively and consistently from Starbound. That's had highs and lows, a couple of openings, but again, you're starting to see Tara now look comfortable in that with 3 players coming towards her.
Tara's so comfortable, and she's the player that joined earlier this year, and since she's joined, Victoria mentioned it on the desk. Xipto have only lost 2 maps.
So they didn't have to use any ults as well.
Series, that's just maps. So Tara absolutely stepping it up, being an anchor, and Alexi barely
Surely not.
that
She
shot.
just had the upshot.
Sonda, that was audacious to go for that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're Xipto, you're starting to feel more confident. This team is known for their aggression, their explosive nature. Alexi's going to repeat that. That was a Neon flying across. I'm going back in. Of course I am. Sonda now picked off. I need to see FlyQuest adjust here. I don't know what it takes, but I'm seeing that repetition being punished over and over, and the confidence building more and more for Xipto, and that's scary.
Yeah, and I think FlyQuest Sonder just got baited just too hard there. Grabbing that orb at A was too easy for the past 8 rounds. Finally, Xipto have a plan to punish. They're going to have to keep that in mind moving forward. Now, Starbound has been finding a lot of success on the art lurk. You can see that they're going to be the last one to get contact towards Street. These 3
That's huge info. 3 of them. No, not the double rotate. Oh my. They've done better.
Trade from Camu, though, because if you imagine Starbound was there, that pinch could have been devastating. It's kind of been mitigated.
Fatal, Harbor.
We're gonna have the ult coming out from at least
And they
two
still
players here.
got the
Galio
plan
and
of it. No
Tara
one wanted to
both
send it in.
investing, so this post plant is
What a
difficult.
shot.
Alexi with the delivery, Thea's gone down, but the back of the site is Dodonut still trying to play the best she can, but gets traded out.
Dude, Alexi is wrecking people with the op. 11 to 3 as well. So many important kills.
FlyQuest get held on to.
This one was close. This could have been a disastrous round if they lost this.
For Xipto, FlyQuest had everything they needed to make that round work. The pinch coming out for Starbound, the timing was
She had a really good
perfect.
shot.
She
Second,
could've gotten
I don't know
away
if we
with
get
the
it. Second
double
kill
but
as well.
just
Second
one
kill was
still gonna be
huge.
enough.
Yeah, that was nice.
But man, Xipto, the way that they're reacting so fast
Yeah,
in
it's
these
fast as well,
retake
last kill.
floods, it's not giving FlyQuest any time to breathe in these post plants. They're just not able to get into those optimal positions to make them tap.
Achilles,
We'll
what's
start
up?
having the conversation of
How
what
we
it's
doing?
being, going to be looking
Good
like
to see you.
staring at 6 rounds against you against an opponent that
Dude, another
upset you in the
eco.
past. We
They
talked
haven't
about
won
the
any buy
psychological
rounds.
impact
Okay,
of
this
that
is nice. We've
previous
got
series.
rifle
This
to
being your
shoot
first
the
opponent.
cam, and
It
then op
starts
takes the angle.
compounding. Now
Double?
Alexi, the confidence brewing,
Ooh, I
building,
thought there might be a double,
delivering.
yeah.
Sonder's dead again, and all the fire
Yeah, and they just
out.
go so fast. Dude, they
There
look
is
great
no
on this map.
individual fight here. Xipto are fighting as a team.
Confidence.
They're re-pushing, they're repeating.
This is
they're
maybe a bit too
re-clearing
much.
because they
This is
haven't been
definitely too
humbled.
much,
Alexi's
but-
on 12 kills,
Sure.
and they just don't stop. They do not stop.
Right, it's
He
borderline
thinks, okay,
disrespectful what they're doing
yeah,
there.
it's done for. Wrap it up, put a bow on it, I don't care. FlyQuest look shattered by this.
Yeah, the bait and switch was just too much there from Alexi.
Maple,
and
thank you for doing that, by the way. Thank you for the
1-2
prime.
punch coming through strong, and we've seen FlyQuest have success on that high-low crossfire.
FlyQuest, yeah, we said they might lack a bit of firepower, right?
You
can definitely see that in some of these duels, but it's still very, very nice what they're doing.
It just comes out in Xipto's favor so heavily.
And they're having fun.
They
That's the part that scares me too. You're looking at the polar opposites. I hope we get a shot of the FlyQuest side when you're seeing kind of Xipto smiles, confident, back in, and now speaking of back in, it's pacey again. Sonder
Whoa.
trying to maybe play off Hunter's Fury, take the space.
It's
off the back,
over
but
orb
then
before we
Neri
get the
finds
orb.
Starbound. They know where Starbound's gonna be. Tara in the corner, lines him up again and again. It is
Yeah,
just a
dude, it really
brick
looks like
wall.
FlyQuest
The
went for like a
FlyQuest
plug and
cannot
play,
break
like
through.
fast comp that's
An
relatively
attempt to be
simple,
made, but it
but
would need 4
it
kills
looks
here.
so not
She does have
together.
the drone. It's 1 versus 2 now. If she's able to get the spike down here,
And Xipto are
I've
reacting
seen
very
crazier
well.
things coming out here for Ev.
Maybe not. Zipto again. This game
Every
is being
single buy
ripped
round.
away from FlyQuest. Christine, I mean, we've all seen games like this, but when you're on that side, when you're on that FlyQuest side, this can't feel good. It feels like
can't.
nothing's working. The plan's not working. Where the hell do we go now?
Yeah, you've got to catch
The
your
prep
breath.
on Poe,
even
yeah, it kinda
coming
looks
out of that
minimal,
A
right?
main, they know they're up against an Astra. They know that Suck Orb is going to be on the floor. You've got to have a protocol in place ready to bait that out and mind the spacing. I think multiple times we've seen now from FlyQuest, if they talk to each other a little bit, caught their breath before actually scaling for the fight,
another
things
eco.
could have gone differently, but Xipto are just not letting them catch
The
their
off
breath.
is
Alexi with
wrecking them.
another ult.
Dude,
She
she wins that as well.
The confidence is just sky
Yeah,
high.
they're just fragging
And
them.
like, even looking back at that round, you had the tether
They're-
coming
they're
out,
just
Cameo
out
as well.
dueling
You
them
do
every
have
single
the
time as
extra
well.
duel. They had everything so ready. It felt so perfect for them. Now, Dodonut does have the rifle. That's kind of the main thing. Does have ult as well. Could have maybe dropped that over to teammate.
no.
Sonder. Just trying to sell them something, show them something lovely
okay.
from Sonder.
But they put an ult
That's a
into it?
rifle
I mean,
upgraded, but my
I guess so.
problem,
I guess
my
this is
worry,
like one of
my
the better
quandary
chances to win a
is that
round.
Alexi is on this side of the map, and Alexi has been
Surely throw the
filthy
gun over and
with that
Neon
ult.
ult.
Shirazi's got to play it cool though. Play this patient. Looking for
up
maybe
the
some
side.
passive space. Doesn't want to, take too many risks here.
And we've seen this from Xipto before, as defenders just kind of giving up and regrouping.
Yeah, and
all
Astra needs to
together.
stay
Cameo
alive
found
because
herself
Astra ult, right?
in a
Astra
funky
ult means
spot,
just the
solo
pressure of it. They have to
altogether,
play on
but
site.
Only the pistol on Thea's back. This might be the first time that Flyer are going to have a cool, calm, collected
Yeah, they gotta
pulse. They'll
play on
be able to
site,
set up
though.
in these positions.
Will divide though.
And the Phoenix has a
Does that
flash
change
to go
things? That might
through,
pull
though.
Back in Sonder, I guess, a less comfortable post plant. Investment from Dodonut and the ult as well. A little bit of spam, but Tara. What?
Holy,
How did
look at
Tara
him.
just get 2 from there? That feels impossible. Dodonut, I thought would be the first point of contact, but no. Dodonut now.
Ah, they
with
play these
everything on her
situations
shoulders,
so
can't
well.
Stand the weight of it all. 9 rounds for Xipto. Christine, how did that just happen?
We need to see a
I want it from that
replay of-
perspective.
Yes, I mean, Tara has just not been missing. The multi-kill after multi-kill in this second half has been incredible from this anchor, but just that
15
slow
to
angling,
3, 15 to 3, 13 to 7.
My goodness, these retakes coming out from Xipto, they're just impossible
Dude, the
right
harbor.
now for FlyQuest to have any sort of answer to.
And it would be a discredit to how good Xipto are if you only ever look at this team as, oh, they're aggressive, they're explosive. They are playing genuinely well-rounded Valorant right now. It's the retakes, it's the composure, it's the discipline. You are seeing all of it, utility, everything. Now, double operators come out. I mean, they're flush for cash, why not?
The bait and switch double push once again coming out here for B. Now you would think that this is both fighters way too far away from all the action towards A, but we've seen...
Yeah, it's weird that you have a comp that's based around going A main to get the orb, but your way of taking this is just the neon dry running across this angle.
They slow things down potentially mid-round.
This definitely hasn't had much practice. I wonder if they wanted to second ban this map and they just got exposed first game in.
Far away. It's used from so far away. That's a lot of information coming out for the defenders. Cutting off great lines from FlyQuest here though, and they are choosing.
Okay, double up, and this was the backup gun. So backup gun's here, so it's stuck with the double up.
I like this though. Spotting out Donut is huge, but Neri goes down.
Just absolutely sending it.
Perfect. Caillou falls, and suddenly the floodgates are open. There's pressure on the entirety of the map here. This is hard to hold for these three players, and Sonda
Here's the
starting
other
to
up.
warm up a little bit here. Maybe feeling out there could be another, and they're definitely going to hear the steps. So at this point, Spike is going down. Tara has been, I want to say noted, but it was just a spam into the smoke, maybe an expectation that Tara's around. Cam not going to see anything just yet. How far can Tara go with this? Just going to play forward, yeah.
Okay, first buy round is the last round. Pistol, anti-eco, last round.
Show me what you got.
And it was kind of just down to the inserted neon and the fact that they wanted to reclear A. It made a lot of sense they wanted to reclear A, right? They had no map control.
She does have a... does she have the shorty?
That would be ideal, but time
She's just laughing to herself.
Unfortunately for Xipto in this
for sure
round,
someone in the
double
team
up
just said
setup
like play
towards
for
that
stats
long
or something.
did not pay off. I mean, FlyQuest though,
lovely.
finally, hopefully
Dude, what
not
I mean, they
little
just
too late,
outfragged
but they
them so
had
heavy.
an
I felt like they
answer.
won every
Slowing
single
it
duel.
down,
The jet
allowing
up was
themselves to
outrageous.
breathe,
It was just
and
everywhere.
that punish from Donut towards A main was everything.
Well, if you wanted to see what happens when FlyQuest are put under pressure, you do not want to miss the second half. It's 9-3. Xipto are in the lead.
Yeah, in retrospect, they probably should have used some Fade util to reclear this, but Alright, chat, let me mute that. Blood Club rep? Wait, was it the same one that we saw earlier or a different one? We had one earlier as well, might be the same one. Same one? Love that. Let's fix it. There you go. Do I still believe in FlyQuest? I think they're going to get outdueled in the second map as well, probably. But it won't look as bad as this, I don't think. Just because they look really out of their depth on the map. Like, their actual thought process of how they're doing a lot of map control isn't great. Like, especially their A main. That's like their whole thing's based around their A main. And then the Astra's like inserting over towards long B, but honestly, maybe the Cypher should be doing it.
This first game from the first
Considering that they're putting bodies on middle.
GameChangers Championship, I'm worried about FlyQuest when it came to this. The history there between these two teams and some of these players, the pressure that Xipto could put on against a team that is meant to be this man-made Goliath. Yeah, they've got 3 rounds here. It's only
It feels weird. Once you know, like, the fade's over towards A, they can reclear all your A info. So would you not just try and make sure that you can get over towards B all the time as well? Maybe they're just so scared of the op.
Starbound from last year, so they've got to stabilize. The good news for them is coming towards this defense. I think they're going to have a better
the drops are back, right? Really? Let me
Phoenix,
if I've been given a heads up.
It is tough to find any sort of ground or space when the defenders are playing as well as Xipto
I mean,
did.
maybe.
Now, for Fly, they should be able to set little traps, little crossfires, and things of this
Drops
nature
are back and
with
working.
Sonder and get her
Oh,
activated,
okay.
get her
There we go.
involved to to try to maintain and
got
fight
there.
for the same main. And you can see here from the start, FlyQuest Red, 3
Drops are
fighters.
progressing.
They want to control this orb.
All right.
All right.
Must win
Game on.
pistol,
Confidence,
bonus, etc.,
all-time line
etc.
for Xipto, FlyQuest, gonna turn up now. We are live into the game. Hopefully we'll get some game audio for you soon. I promise we're working on it. And already don't own
Oh,
up.
it's weird how like the flashes are like sticking in the air after they're used, right?
Right there with her. Nice.
Okay, do we have like a fast insta-react from this?
Start, isn't it?
And a quick reaction coming out here for Xipto, but the response for FlyQuest, they foresaw that this was going to be the gap. It's going to be up to Starbound. A lot of pressure coming their way.
Yeah, Starbound though stands tall for the first, and here he goes.
Nice shot. Just completely ignored the Prowler. That was good.
There's great positioning as well, just cutting off that back line. The spike now deep within enemy territory. As Xipto are kind of screwed on this. Alexi and Shirazi, they're great, don't get me wrong, but to try and walk into the lion's den like this is near on impossible. That's 5 players there.
And I think Alexi, she's taking your tip. You know, the slow down here. Shirazi's got to be real patient. Alexi's hoping to find a straggler, but
They pushed through. Yeah, I'm nervous for it.
Shirazi.
They actually played it right.
Starbound's got a third.
Xipto are similar to Paper X. They like playing comps that have gaps in it. Yeah, they're like one of those teams that you don't want to play for the first time when they have a new comp, right? Because you're on the fly trying to work out how to play against it.
With 27 seconds, the options are very limited. Alexi will have to let her hand be known. Cam in play. Oh, it's such an upsetting feeling when you get hit with that little camera. 4. Yeah, we know. Don't worry. Swing it. Swing it. Swing it. Hit 4 in a row. Go on, just.
Damn! Damn! Oh my god!
Oh, I'm joking.
I kind of saw the world. When 2 of them dropped and there was no trade, I was like, hold up.
At the start of that second half, 2 of them were from the pistol round. So they pick back up in a kind of similar fashion, right? They pick up the pistol round here. I want to see it convert into the gun rounds, but it's the start they needed if they want to try and make this competitive.
Absolutely, and I think the way in which they won this pistol round should give them the confidence that they need. It was dominant, they had all the control, and that ping pong, the crossfires working together. Not any of these players had to work too hard for those kills, so that's a beautiful start for FlyQuest Red, and that's exactly what they need to keep each
That
other
is so
warm.
getting clipped. That's
Warm up into this
incredible.
half.
Okay.
Aggression!
Oh my god,
Anti-eco, no!
We aggro against the eco on A and we give them guns.
Okay, Aniri is low. She's low HP.
Yep.
But man,
Yeah,
FlyQuest,
here's
they
some
really do
here's some
not want
stingers.
to give up this objective control. They chose to put themselves in that mid-range, close-range battle, come out on the bottom end of it. This drone should give info, but she's pivoting it towards Art.
Oh dear.
They don't want to get pinched.
I think they're 8 seconds away from the dart being back up though, at least, so maybe.
And the stinger, most of the bullets are going to go into the Prowler.
There we go.
That's nice though.
Question mark should give away the game. It
Wait,
forces
gets a
them
scan
forward,
off?
but oh my god, Aniri.
Oh my
Aniri was the
god,
player who's on low
entry
HP.
on
How
6
the hell is she the one
HP.
to be doing
1
this
bullet.
already? Again! Get
Dude,
out
they
of
went
here!
aggro against an
Aniri needs
eco
to
just because they
stop.
wanted the
Aniri
orb. It's
needs-
so
Aniri
greedy.
has plot armor somehow. I don't understand it. And Starbound's probably left scratching their head as well, coming back in with this outlaw, because this this isn't how it was meant to be.
The stinger and no flashes as well. And Neri just making her own.
How did
luck
she kill
on
the
a broken
Astra?
buy. Starbound retaking with an outlaw. This is near impossible.
Oh my
Yeah, I
goodness.
just heard it. It is
Oh, yeah.
impossible. Xipto. They just broke the backs of FlyQuest. Get out of this map. It is
Dude, you had to
Xipto's
scream like
choice here.
1 second
So
before.
that's the one thing you can hold on to. It's their map. Don't worry about it. We got ours.
Yeah. Well, you know, I
Well-
just talked about a confidence-building pistol round.
Yes,
And,
yes.
This one is a bit of a slap in the face, Lauren.
Antithesis of that.
Yeah, we're right back to where we started.
Right, we're back.
All good. All good.
They didn't even get what the util they used here. There's like minimal util.
It's okay for FlyQuest. You know, it looks like they're gonna go right
Damn.
back to this A main control. They really want to take advantage of Saunders' flashes around this corner. This time, with the broken buy, we'll see if Xipto make any mistakes and give them any opportunities.
Well, this is nice though, right? They wall and then Prowler, and then you know if anyone's disrespected the wall, because the Prowler will hit. It goes all the way
Just get into
through.
the game. That's what I want from FlyQuest.
The bad news for Xipto is they're not going to hear this flash and
It's given
re-clear, but
nothing, right? There's no quarter, there's no opportunities. But I kind of expected FlyQuest almost to be the one to be doing that. I guess if I was like,
okay, dude, they're going to be so happy with this. Recon goes off, it scans no one. They're going to know that most likely they're pivoting over towards here. They're even pinging it, I think.
For the sake of the quality of the rest of the series,
They might walk enter site.
right? Like start feeling.
You could definitely walk into no util.
Hesitation here and there, just not quite looking on the same page. But I mean, honestly, credit where it's due. Xipto just looked better so far.
Yeah, okay. Keeping it safe on this one, but they've owned it. Okay, we've got no Sentinel, so nothing behind, but like you said, the Astra's gonna work as the Sentinel. Astra gets early info, doesn't want to give him a gun, falls back. Yeah, fully falls back. Taking space. Dude, Xipto looking great.
It for sure, and they just want to be able to do some damage, get some feel-good kills, some ultimate orbs on the board for themselves so that they can prepare for this long second half ahead of them. Gonna need to put every round on the board they can to posture for this comeback. But next round, I'd like to see a change, an adjustment coming out here for FlyQuest Red. No longer
not a great sign, that one.
Towards A main. Just maybe bluff it a little bit, maybe go sniffing towards that mid, set up in a 1-3-1 so that those 3-pack can rotate freely and quickly and be mobile towards the A site and the B site here.
Does the Neon get out? Okay.
Okay,
I was gonna say, does the Neon get out with the gun?
Absolutely fine. 11-4.
Please stay alive.
Do they burn the other timeout? I assume they have another one. You might as well utilize it here. Maybe not.
This is the time to do it if there's any time.
Yeah, if there's any time to do a timeout. It would have to be miraculous.
You're ahead of the game, Lauren.
What can I say? What can I say? There it is. Timeout is there. As they have it, they might as well use it, right? It makes sense. And I mean, you kind of highlighted what you'd like to see. Do you think they'll have a similar thought process? I imagine you're hoping so, but
I think you just hope that they can win some aim duels. Just get some confidence for a little bit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The rest of this series, how this then feels going forward, because again for Xipto, I
think you're playing to get confidence at this point more than winning.
Potential of an upset head-to-head between these two. It's happened in the past, and it looks a little more likely to happen again. But it's that first step on a stage where you get a negative outcome on map 1. It's very hard to mentally reset from that. So it's a little bit worrying in that regard. But I feel like you almost have to see this as just, I hate to say it, it sounds like every coach and player we interview, but round by round, right? It's that idea of like reset, let's just try and play out as best we can, right?
You have to, you have no choice. You've got to approach this as the first scrim of the day type atmosphere and give yourself a chance to warm up into this second map. This second half, round by round, as you say, Lauren, each of those
Boostio coach now. The guy on the right does look a little bit like him.
To realize, hey, we got this, right? And for FlyQuest, they should be okay. They're a team that we talked about all year, leaning onto their game plan, leaning onto their teamwork, and they've been a team that have come close to being a contender of beating our #1 in Shopify all year long. So I have faith that FlyQuest, especially on this
re-sticking to the original plan, but this time probably more util than they used on the eco.
And all 3 members once again
what are we doing? Mollying close because of the Neon?
And they want to dominate A main.
Back to business. Dodo Nut. Sonda. Tara looking to be maybe one to punish on that, but doesn't get the connection she would have wanted. But a quick reaction on the other side.
Yeah, and Starbound on pistol round had 3 kills.
Yeah, this is the OP camera.
Down. Once
Bot's
again, a lot
double.
of pressure coming their way, but
Okay, we've got a kill trip on site, which should, in theory, own them. Like, the trip should be the one. They should be using kill trips all the time. They'll break this first one, but then this one in the back of site should give them a kill.
What are you going to do with the front line of utility, but the dash towards the back of the site and reveal
They got pushed off that angle. They couldn't even break it, and we didn't have anyone spawn to capitalize on it as well. Oh, dude.
Flip of it. How's the retake going to look from FlyQuest?
Bit of a shocker from FlyQuest in terms of their setups as well.
It's so outrageous.
But I love the path. The pathing from Xipto is awesome to get the jet to go top site here.
Just shoulder peek that to still check because there's a chance that someone was there. So
Shot.
Wow.
Oh my god, they look so crisp.
Just eviscerating FlyQuest. They are brought to their knees. Starbound could do nothing. They started this round in the right place, but it never felt like the right time. Xipto just strength to
it's like an aim diff and a strat diff at the moment. It's just every angle, they look way better.
In the server right now towards that B. That we saw the
Pulse MX with the Prime. Thank you for the 10 months. Thank you. Appreciate you doing that.
Coming out from the defenders. There were multiple opportunities for Starbound to get some shots off across with the trips and slow down that attack. But Xipto, it was just too easy. Too easy getting into that site. Not enough of a defense.
Yeah, I tell you what, a team to get exposed this early on a map as well is devastating. Like, if anyone can play this map against them, they're going to pick it.
That Sonder had, and she looked more comfortable than anything with the stinger on her back. Now she has the ultimate as well, so...
the Saboteur with the 13 months, thank you for the tier 1. Thanks for doing that.
It's a lot of pressure on her shoulders.
Dude, they
but
create so much
gotta
pressure
see
though
her
as
make it
well.
work. Straight through Art. Alexi gonna fall away from this, feeling presence, pushing forward. Tara already sends them away. Tara expecting the secondary.
I just
player as
hate
well.
teams that
So
like
poised to
late
deal with it.
retake middle.
Xipto now starting to take their
This
steps
one didn't
towards
make
Art.
sense,
All
right?
it's
Chat?
Veneer
Let's look at the
leaning
whole
a little
map
bit
right now.
closer.
We got nothing
Duel will
here.
go up,
We
trying
got
to
no
dissuade
pressure
that
anywhere,
approach,
right?
but again,
We're
there's
holding this
further
angle.
players elsewhere. Starbound's gotta be careful.
So we got
Nice
all of
shot,
this
a little
info
fortunate to catch
everywhere
from
behind these
Shirazi
lines
through
is
the door.
info.
But really,
To
Xipto
have
just
all of this
keep
info and then to then
powering
push
forward,
middle
step by
into a
step,
crossfire
falls.
angle
Sonder and
makes
Starbound,
zero
last
sense.
two alive and make it one. Map
Yeah,
one looking
FlyQuest
locked
a
in
bit
here,
of a
but
shocker on this map for sure.
Starbound
I don't think they
gonna
understand it
have
too
to
well.
go nuclear here. Already the one to find Shirazi,
And
so it would be
Xipto are
an
just
ace.
wrecking them aim duel wise as well.
Does manage to at least evade the ult, could try and slip back in the space that they think is clear, but you can already see where Tara's watching. And I think this one is all but over. Starbound, a nice
Yeah,
attempt,
dude.
but
Getting exposed this early
13
on
to 4,
on a map.
Christine.
Holy
This
hell,
is
they
a
might have to permaban
reoccurring
that.
nightmare for FlyQuest and a dream come true for Xipto.